Nobita had imagined that today would be a fun-filled day spent playing with his friends. But his plans quickly fell apart. Suneo told him he had been invited to someone's house to play video games, and Shizuka explained that she had to go to her piano practice. Both of them declined Nobita's invitation to hang out. Feeling disappointed and bored, Nobita turned to Doraemon, but even he wasn't around. While wandering around, Nobita stumbled upon a strange box. It had some words written on it. The goal of the game is to escape from the locked room. Players must cooperate and give their best efforts to complete the challenges and win. Nobita became curious. Could this be more exciting than a regular video game? Doraemon agreed to try it but reminded Nobita that he needed to leave for his piano class by 3 p.m. Nobita assured him it wouldn't take too long, and they decided to start the game. As soon as they switched it on, something unexpected happened. The game trapped them inside. A message explained that the device was defective and had already been recalled because players were getting stuck inside it for long periods, some even for months. It was a real-time escape game, and the rules were simple but dangerous. They had to solve puzzles and answer questions correctly to unlock the doors and escape. At first, the group was optimistic. They found the shortest route to the door and attempted their first puzzle: what is the value of A? But the question was extremely difficult. Nobita guessed 1, but the answer was wrong, and the room threatened to crush them as punishment. The situation was becoming serious. Feeling guilty, Nobita apologized, saying he had only wanted to play a fun game with his friends. Shizuka reassured everyone that blaming Nobita wouldn't help. They had to work together if they wanted to survive. They tried another door. This time, the question was simple: what is 7 plus 8? They answered correctly, 15, and the door opened, leading them into a dark passage. They followed the path toward a light, only to discover they had entered Nobita's mother's closet, surrounded by clothes. To move forward, they had to answer another question: which item in the closet is Nobita's mother's favorite? They debated the options: a coat from Paris, a designer handbag, a French dress, but none were correct. Finally, they realized the answer wasn't something expensive at all. It was a simple t-shirt Nobita had designed for her when he was a child. The sentimental value made it her most treasured possession. With that answer, the door opened again, and they moved forward. The next room was a garage filled with luxurious cars. This time, the puzzle was unsettling. If given the chance, which of his friends would Suneo want to punch? No one wanted to answer, but the game grew more threatening. Finally, the correct answer, John, was given. John was furious, but there was no time to argue. The group had to focus on escaping. Their next task was a strange one. They had to sing a song and score full points. It was frustrating, but with teamwork, and thanks to one friend's excellent singing, they succeeded and unlocked the next door. They were now facing the final challenge. To open the last door and escape, they needed to answer one more question: what is Shizuka Minamoto's favorite food? This question seemed simple, but Shizuka refused to answer. The others grew desperate, trying various guesses: chocolate, ice cream, cake, rice dishes, but none were correct. Eventually, Shizuka revealed the truth: her favorite dish was baked sweet potatoes. With that answer, the final door opened, and they were free. The group celebrated their escape, realizing that they had only succeeded because they had worked together. Old grudges faded, and even John forgave Suneo for the earlier question. However, the celebration was short-lived. The game had made a huge mess of Nobita's house, and everyone blamed him for starting it. Nobita protested that he had never meant for any of this to happen. In the end, the ordeal taught them a lesson: escaping a real-life problem together is much harder, and far more important, than escaping a game. And finally, the narrator invited Doraemon fans to subscribe to the channel, promising rare Doraemon movies and episodes if the video reached enough comments. White heavy checkmark summary of the main points. Nobita wanted to play with friends, but they were busy. He found a mysterious game box that trapped them inside. They had to solve puzzles, answer questions, and sing to escape. Each challenge taught them teamwork, friendship, and emotional value. They finally escaped by answering the last question correctly. The experience brought them closer and taught a lesson about cooperation.